let's use the last 9 minutes before the game starts to look at the other games. Argentina, Australia.
Oh wow!
Just giving predictions.
Predictions. What is it?
A surprise package for me. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an upset there.
There've been too many surprise packages in this World Cup.
Yeah. Not necessarily though, because if you think about it, right? Yes, maybe we didn't expect Japan and South Korea to go through, but I wouldn't say we're exactly surprised.
Oh, I am.
Australia. Oh, you are? Okay.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we've seen Japan and South Korea in the past few years, right? So
yeah, but not
like
to win their groups, though. Winning, if you qualify as second, I understand, but winning your group or just dominating the group, it says something. Even Morocco included. Yeah, Morocco, they've been one of the best in Africa for some time, or top on the list. But winning the group was something I don't think anyone called. Especially for Japan. Japan really did surprise me. So yeah, we've seen a couple of surprises. Do I think Argentina is going to surprise us? I mean, the other way around. Australia is going to surprise Argentina. It's going to be difficult. I'll give that game 3-1 in favor of Argentina.
Yeah, I know you're expecting Argentina to win the World Cup, but I'm
that's a bad prediction.
I don't want them to. Let's quickly correct that. I want US or England, but I'm predicting Argentina because I'm being realistic.
Really?
So your heart says US or England to win.
Wait. You guys.
Did you just say US, England?
Oh my God. Charles, we had this on tape. Come on.
Guys, wait. Before you crucify me.
What are you saying now?
We talked about heart overhead, right? My heart says US or England. Okay. US because I live in the US. England because, that's where my EPL team is, Chelsea. But my head, being realistic, says this is Messi's last World Cup. This is Ronaldo's last World Cup. They may even rig it to become an Argentina-Portugal final for either of them to win. Because, like I said, hold on. Argentina-Portugal will be the most watched sporting event in the history of sports if it happens. So that's what I'm saying. It's possible. Someone's going to push for it.
It's possible.
Now, I'm not even predicting Argentina-Portugal. Whether that happens or not, I'm predicting Argentina to win the World Cup. Just because it's Messi's last World Cup. Just to prove it that, he really is the best. So 3-1 Argentina, Messi brace. Moving on.
Benga, do you see any surprises in that game, or are you expecting Argentina to come?
I prediction first.
So I don't know, honestly. There's been too many surprise perspective to put my money on one person versus the other, right? So that's my position. Like I don't know, like. Who's gonna make it to the last two? I'm not gonna be surprised if any random team makes it. For instance, I couldn't for my life imagine Australia making it out of their group, but they did.
Yep.
Yeah, that was surprising for me as well.
Japan, after their second game, I'm like, okay, right? Because look at what they did.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of things that I'm, and here's my opinion. Going by Charles's Hart versus Edison. This is an underdogs World Cup. I hear the sentiment around Ronaldo or Brazil being great. I think this is an underdogs World Cup, just based on what I've seen. So I won't be surprised if any random team makes it to the final.
Argentina is an underdog.
Huh? What?
Sorry, come again?
Can we call that part of?
In recent years, who has been winning this thing? Even European countries. France,
oh my God! Does that make them underdogs? Listen, I think find what an underdog is. What is an underdog?
In my opinion,
Charles, that is symptomatic of the problem that
Germany is an underdog.
Okay, it's like you calling Germany an underdog.
The fact that Argentina, with all their talents. That's what I'm saying. With
so
all the
Germany
that
is an underdog.
Have.
That's not what I said.
You just talked about Messi being the best player in the world, and the place for a team that you are calling an underdog.
They have one player.
We have Lisandro Martinez. We have Julian Alvarez. We have Di Maria.
Okay.
We have Di Maria. Di Maria and Messi has played. Man, I've watched those guys for more than a decade. You calling them underdog?
I'm just trying to be controversial. Let's go.
Just trying to be funny. All right. Can I talk about Australia, Argentina?
Let's look at the rest of the games. We have the other game starting. Do you guys see any surprises in any of these other fixtures? Japan, Croatia.
Japan.
I think most people will pick Croatia. Japan. Okay.
I mean, you asked for surprises. I'm talking about Japan. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're gonna keep the momentum.
Is that the only other surprise we see?
Yeah. France, Poland. Yeah. I mean, hey, Portugal, Switzerland. I know I'm talking about Messi Ronaldo final, but Switzerland, I think they have what it takes to be Portugal. Not saying it's gonna happen, but I think if they keep playing Ronaldo up front, which I think affects their attack and affects the whole team, kind of.
Yes.
I think Switzerland has what it takes. Okay. So yeah, Japan and Switzerland are the expected surprises for me.
Why are we overlooking Poland?
Because they're playing
I know
France.
they have not been, but I think they have like a very side in midfield and at the back. And
I disagree. That team has no quality.
Yeah, they only have one person.
I'm sorry, no disrespect to Lewandowski, right? But I mean, take him out. There's no. I just don't see it. I think they're going to suffer. Number one, they're not going to have possession. Even Lewandowski is not,
he's not
just on average. I mean, I watched their 3 games,
No,
right?
Careful.
So I'm not talking about how superb they are in terms of having individual. They are good enough to soak pressure, and if they're looking by just one goal or something like that.
Just one thing to add to that, Benga.
Yeah, can I just add one thing? Let's just go by the last game, right? Sorry, go ahead, Charles.
I was just going to say one thing. If Benga, I would agree with you if they weren't facing France. That's all. If they were facing Morocco, facing Korea, facing Japan, I would agree with you. But they're facing France.
I actually think France is going to be a big one for them to even crunch. And I will tell you why, right? These guys played against Argentina. Remember that it could have been worse if not for Szczesny. I think Szczesny did a lot to prevent that scoreline from going beyond 2-0. And you need to look into that a lot. This same guy has saved 2 penalties in this tournament so far. This guy has been carried by that goalkeeper. That team is not the best that you should be thinking of creating an upset. They qualify based on goal difference. And I just wanted to call that out. So against France, I think it's just going to be a walk in the park.
Exactly. I never really agree with Biodun, but I agree this time.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I'll take it.
The surprise I see in the round of 16 could Morocco. I think Morocco might surprise Spain.
I hope they do.
I hope they do, though, because I don't want Spain to go that far. Yeah.
Like a backup friend of mine said, Germany losing out is like Bayern losing out. Spain qualifying is like Barca qualifying. So, so Spain losing out is like Barca losing out, and I hope it happens. But I don't see any.
How about Senegal? How about Senegal?
That's what I was gonna say. Senegal and I mean,
England.
I'm not talking about it because of who they are facing.
With Southgate, they stand a chance. I would just say that with Southgate, Senegal stand a chance.
Exactly. I think that's my point, because Mr. Conservative, right? If you want to kind of respect that side rather than foot forward, I think that might backfire, against a team like Senegal.
Maybe we're just being conservative in the group stages. Problem.
I think where Senegal is going to fall short, which I'm calling it for a lot of teams, is that they don't have anyone up front that can deliver for Senegal. Their midfield is solid, their backline is solid, but up front, Ismail Assar, he delivered in the last game, he got them qualified, but that's Ismail Assar. One game, he's fantastic, he's scoring goals against Man United and City, and then he comes up against, no disrespect, Swansea or West Brom, and he's falling all over the place. He can't
let us hope that game for Ismaila is against England.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah,
let's hope so. We'll see.
I mean, Senegal look, you can see the money absence.
Yeah,
in the
attack.
You definitely. Can see it.
It's clear.
And at the end of the day,
they're explaining it with Liverpool.
Hold on, just like Liverpool. Yeah, at the end of the day, England's defense, if set up properly, is not weak. They can take on a solid attack. Now imagine I'll take on a weak attack. So it's going to take a quote unquote
for that
miracle
game, I wouldn't
for
expect
Senegal
it
to beat
to be
England.
like, I wouldn't expect it to be like, Senegal in open play or like, full play. It might end up being like penalties and favoring Senegal, like that's a lot, right? I think England's defense is solid. I don't see, the Senegalese side, putting anything past them. I'm just potentially Southgate playing very conservative. There's no hope to this, and then they just lose on penalties.
Just one more thing before we wrap up. Southgate being Southgate's conservative. I think maybe it was just being conservative for group stages, but we'll see. Brazil, Korea. What do you guys think? Do you think it's possible for an upset to happen?
No chance from my perspective.
All the injuries Brazil.
No one chance.
There are injury problems right now. I am hoping Neymar can come back. Again, I like upsets. I've enjoyed it. This is my biased prediction. I don't want an upset. I want Brazil to go through. That injury can be addressed. We can switch to a 3-5-2. I'm speaking as a Brazilian now. I hope they adopt me. So we can switch to a 3-back-2 and address the issue of the left back injuries and flood the midfield. But I think they've got the quality, they've got the squad to deal with these Koreans. Koreans have been fantastic. No disrespect. I like them.
Neymar is back and traded, by the way.
Awesome. So I think it should be a good game.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's back. So the update I saw.
We saw what happened yesterday. There were fantastic moments, but there was no killer instinct. There was nobody to finish that job. Right? Rodrigo did his best, but come on, he's not up to Neymar's level. There are times that I could have said, just keep carrying on, carry the ball further into the box. Either you draw a penalty or you create that final pass. But sometimes it makes his passes too fast. And sometimes to connect with all the likes of Martinelli and all that, they needed another control 1 or 2. And by the time they do that, Cameroon are settled into the game. Remember, they played a very strong physical Cameroonian team that made it more challenging. This is a Korean team that are not that tall. They are not that physical. It's going to be who is fit enough to run, who is fit enough to make that killer passes. And that will make the difference.
One quick thing, I know you want to wrap up. Just a quick final question, just something to pick your brains. I know we did our brackets. Some of us see Brazil, some people Argentina, But if you're to pick an underdog to win the World Cup, who would it be? Just go around, mention one country.
No,
I have to open my bracket again.
No, look at the list right here. You don't need your brackets.
Is England an underdog?
Okay, yeah, but this is not set up the way they need, so it's kind of.
No, don't do that. You told me Argentina is an underdog. England is an underdog. For me, I'll agree with Benga, Senegal. If they can get past England.
For me, it would be Morocco.
For me, it would be African countries. Cool.
For me, it will be Morocco as well.
I think Morocco has the talent on every part of their team. They have a Neziri up front. They have Ziyech with him. They have Mazraoui at left back. They have what's his name? They have a very solid team. They have stars in every area of their team. So they might be the ones.
You're tempting me to switch my pick.
The bracket is done. We're gonna hound you on Argentina. So
if Argentina dares win the World Cup, I'm not even gonna let you guys rest.
All right, so final comment before we drop off. We'll see you guys at halftime, but from what I'm seeing so far, the US is dominating possession, and they had a chance early on from Pulisic that got saved by Norbert. But let's see how it goes.
Hey, maybe
it's fine. I don't care. You can have 75 possession like Germany did, and Japan 25%. But Japan still went on and in. It's about the balls being behind the line and going into the nets. I will see.
The whole ball.
Whole ball. Remember.
I think Benga was saying something.
Yeah,
maybe I might switch my listen to US then, like as an underdog that potentially could.
Why didn't I say that? I'm doing that too. Benga, I'm right behind you. US. I mean, heart versus head, like we said. Yeah, US.
Yeah.
USA.
My head still doesn't call it for them. USA. All right.
So all you fix is Morocco.